Seniors, here's something you need to know. Even if you work out every day, eat enough protein, and follow all the supplement advice you've been given, there could still be one hidden mistake, silently holding back your muscle strength, especially after 60. And most people never notice it. You've probably heard that magnesium is the answer for better sleep and muscle support. But what if that idea is incomplete? What if depending on magnesium alone is exactly why your muscles aren't improving the way you expected? Because the reality is this. Magnesium by itself does not rebuild muscle. Not during the night, not during the day, and not effectively as the body ages. So instead of relying on a single supplement, in this video, you'll discover 2 key vitamins that support muscle recovery more efficiently and may work better when used correctly. Because this isn't only about nutrition, it's about timing. A large portion of your body's natural recovery takes place during the night while you sleep. And if your body doesn't receive the right nutrients at that time, you may be missing an important part of your daily recovery process. Now here's something interesting. We'll begin with the second most useful vitamin first, since it's easier to find, and many people already include it in their routine. And later in this video, I'll reveal the #1 nighttime vitamin for muscle support, the one very few people actually talk about. But that's not all. There's one more important part you need to know. I'll also walk you through 3 common supplements that are better avoided at night if your goal is to support muscle strength and recovery. And the last one on that list, there's a good chance you've already used it recently without realizing how it might be affecting your routine. So make sure you stay with me until the end, because one of these commonly used supplements may seem healthy, but could be working against your muscle recovery when taken at the wrong time. Now, before we continue, I'd really like to hear from you. How old are you? Where are you watching from? And how has your health been feeling lately? Feel free to share in the comments. I read them and always appreciate hearing your experiences. All right, let's begin. Let's start with a nutrient that has been widely discussed for years, but often not fully understood. Vitamin D3. When used correctly, especially as part of an evening routine, this simple nutrient can play an important role in supporting your body's natural recovery process. Here's how it works. When you take vitamin D3, your body begins using it to activate specific receptors inside your muscle cells, often referred to as vitamin D receptors. These receptors play a role in how your body uses important minerals, like calcium and phosphorus, which come from the foods you've already eaten during the day. Without enough vitamin D, this process may not work as efficiently as it should. And there's another important point many people don't realize. Vitamin D is also linked with hormone balance during sleep, including hormones that play a role in muscle maintenance and repair. Why does that matter? Because these natural processes help your body use protein more effectively as part of normal muscle function. When vitamin D levels are low, these processes can become less efficient, especially as the body ages. You can think of it like trying to build something without having all the necessary materials in place. But that's not all. Vitamin D also plays a role in supporting the body's normal inflammatory response, which is important for recovery and overall muscle comfort. This may help the body feel less strained over time and support a more balanced recovery process. The challenge is, many older adults don't get enough vitamin D on a daily basis, especially those who spend less time in sunlight. Vitamin D also plays a role in supporting the body's normal inflammatory response, which is important for recovery and overall muscle comfort. This may help the body feel less strained over time and support a more balanced recovery process. The challenge is, many older adults don't get enough vitamin D on a daily basis, especially those who spend less time in sunlight. A typical vitamin D3 supplement often provides around 2,000 to 4,000 IU, which is significantly higher than what many seniors get from daily sunlight alone. And this difference can matter over time. One more key nutrient. Your body may not use protein as efficiently as it could. So let's talk about it. This is often considered one of the most important nutrients for supporting muscle recovery during sleep. Zinc. During deep sleep, your body naturally goes into a repair phase. This is when important hormones are released that support tissue repair and overall recovery. But for these natural processes to work properly, your body also depends on certain minerals, and zinc is one of the key ones involved. Zinc plays a role in hundreds of processes inside the body, including those linked with protein use, cell repair, and overall muscle function. When zinc levels are balanced, your body is better able to support normal recovery processes throughout the night. But when levels are low, these processes may not work as efficiently, even if your diet already includes enough protein. And this is where many people feel confused. They may be eating well, staying active, and still not feeling the level of strength or recovery they expect. Sometimes, the missing piece isn't more protein. It's how effectively the body is able to use it. Zinc also plays a role in helping the body process and utilize amino acids, the building blocks that support muscle structure. In addition, it contributes to normal hormone balance, which is another important part of overall recovery during sleep. The challenge is, zinc intake is not always consistent in everyday diets, and it's not always something people think about. As a result, some individuals may experience slower recovery, ongoing fatigue, or general discomfort, even while maintaining a healthy routine. Zinc levels. Those who included zinc consistently in their routine showed noticeable improvements in recovery and overall strength over time. They also demonstrated better performance in physical activities, such as movement and balance, both of which are important for maintaining independence with age. This highlights how important proper nutrient balance can be when it comes to supporting the body's natural repair processes. Even historically, long before modern research, zinc-rich substances were often used to support healing and recovery. It shows that the importance of this mineral has been recognized in different ways across time. So how can you include zinc in a simple routine? A common approach is to take a moderate amount in the evening, giving your body time to begin utilizing it. As part of its natural overnight processes, it's generally recommended to take it with water and allow some time before sleep, so digestion remains comfortable. It can also be helpful to space it apart from other supplements, so each one can be absorbed properly. Now here's something important to keep in mind. You could be following a good routine, eating well, staying active, and focusing on nutrition. Now here's something important. You might be taking vitamin D, and even zinc, but if certain supplements are being taken at the wrong time, all that effort may not support your routine the way you expect, because timing matters. Some supplements, while beneficial during the day, may not be ideal to take at night, especially when your body is trying to rest and recover. So next, let's go through 3 commonly used supplements that are better avoided in the evening if your goal is to support strength, balance, and energy. And the last one on this list is something many people include in their routine without thinking twice. Now, before we continue, if you're finding this helpful, you can support the channel by liking the video and staying connected with more simple health tips. Alright, let's begin. Starting with B-complex vitamins. This might be surprising at first, because B vitamins are often recommended for energy, metabolism, and overall wellness. And that's true, but timing plays a very important role. Most B-complex supplements include nutrients, like B6 and B12, which are known to support alertness and energy levels. During the day, this can be helpful, but in the evening, these same effects may not align well with the body's natural transition into rest, because real muscle repair happens during deep sleep, not during the day. It is during the deep, slow-wave sleep phase that the body naturally releases growth-related hormones and begins its internal recovery process. But if your nervous system is still in an activated state, it can become harder for the body to fully enter that deep recovery stage. This is why timing matters so much. Some nutrients that support energy during the day may feel too stimulating when taken at night. A study published in sleep-related research journals suggests that late evening intake of certain B vitamins may affect normal sleep patterns in some individuals, including changes in sleep depth and duration. This becomes important because, when deep sleep is reduced, the body may also get less time for its natural recovery and repair processes. And over time, this can influence how refreshed and recovered a person feels in the morning. It's also important to understand that stress-related hormones in the body are closely linked with sleep quality. When the body is not fully relaxed at night, the balance of these processes can shift away from optimal recovery. Let me give you a real example. An older adult who was maintaining a healthy lifestyle still experienced fatigue and slow recovery, despite regular exercise and good nutrition. After reviewing their routine, it was found that a B-complex supplement was being taken in the evening. Once the timing was adjusted to earlier in the day, their sleep quality improved noticeably, and they began feeling more refreshed over time. This highlights a simple but powerful idea. Sometimes it's not only about what you take, but when you take it. That's why a general guideline is often suggested to take B vitamins earlier in the day rather than at night. Now moving forward, let's talk about another supplement that many people consider healthy, but timing can again play a very important role: vitamin C. And while vitamin C is extremely important for overall health, timing can still play a key role in how your body responds to it. At night, your body naturally goes into a recovery-focused state. During this time, certain internal signals are activated that support repair and adaptation in muscle tissue. These signals are part of your body's normal response to daily activity and physical stress. However, when very high levels of antioxidants are taken too close to bedtime, they may influence how strongly those natural signals are expressed. To understand this better, think of it like this. After physical activity, your muscles experience tiny natural stress points. In response, the body activates recovery pathways that help rebuild and strengthen those tissues over time. But when the system is heavily supported with antioxidants at the same time, the intensity of those signals may change. Some research in nutritional science has explored how antioxidant timing can influence certain cellular pathways involved in muscle adaptation. This doesn't mean vitamin C is harmful. It simply highlights that timing and context matter. Vitamin C also plays a role in normal brain chemistry, including pathways related to alertness and wakefulness, which is why taking it late in the evening may not always align with the body's natural sleep cycle. For this reason, many people prefer to include vitamin C earlier in the day as part of their regular nutrition routine. Now let's move to something even more important, a supplement that many people don't even realize they are taking at night: caffeine. Most people associate caffeine with coffee or tea, but it can also be found in energy supplements, drinks, and other products. And while caffeine can be useful during the day, timing becomes very important. In the evening, the body naturally shifts from an active state into a rest and repair mode. Caffeine works against this process. It stimulates the nervous system and can delay the signals that help the body relax and prepare for sleep. Some studies suggest that caffeine close to bedtime may affect sleep quality and reduce deep sleep duration in some people. And since deep sleep is when most recovery happens, this timing becomes especially important. Here's a simple real-life example. An older adult with a healthy routine was still feeling low energy and slow recovery. After reviewing the routine, it was found that late-day caffeine intake was affecting sleep quality. Once the timing was adjusted earlier in the day, sleep improved, recovery felt better, and energy levels became more stable. This shows a simple truth. It's not only what you consume, but when you consume it. In one case, a person even discovered a nighttime supplement contained hidden caffeine. After removing it from the evening routine, sleep improved noticeably, and daily strength and energy also improved over time. So the key takeaway is simple. Caffeine is generally best avoided late in the day if your goal is proper rest and recovery. This includes coffee, tea, and energy supplements. A calm night allows the body to focus fully on repair,